Alright everybody, welcome back to another Xvault gaming video. Xvault here, and today, yes, we got part 2 of your weekly dose of the salty batch files, and also part 2 of the fallout of the Indiana Jones announcement that it's coming to PlayStation 5 in the spring of 2025. So we have some good stuff here once again, as I promised. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump to it. Alright, so like I was saying, what we're going to do is go straight into it. We got a good one right off the bat here. Some of the folks supposedly, again, we'll see if it's pulling the wool over our eyes or not, but it's supposedly the flat earther himself post up here. As you can see, the console war is over. It was fun and often entertaining. We'll never forget the forum days. Peace sign emoji. Well, yeah, well, here's my take on that. The console war days in between PlayStation and Xbox were technically over right out of the gates from the Xbox One generation. Am I wrong? I mean, it technically has been, if you want to be technical about it, when we're talking about sales, when we're talking about games and qualities and stuff like that. But again, he's finally had enough. I haven't seen this personally. I haven't seen this from post up here. I've never seen him go this far where he's throwing up the white flag, because he was digging down just moments before Gamescom was going live, and especially before the very end of it. He's done. And this isn't even one of the three horsemen, right? The Halo, Gears, Forza. This isn't one of them. This is just Indiana Jones. So we know with Indiana Jones coming, the rest are coming, especially the third party ones, such as, even though they own them, Xbox, I know. We know Elder Scrolls 6 is coming. We know Outer Worlds 2 is coming. We know Avowed is probably going to end up on PlayStation as well at this point. I mean, it's, again, the leaks and the dam started showing with Hi-Fi Rush and the rest of the group, the Grounded and Sea of Thieves and everything else, right? It's just a matter of time. Doom was announced right away, the newest Doom coming over to PlayStation as well. They could have easily made that an exclusive to their ecosystem. Didn't happen, but here we have the white flag. Let's see if it sticks, folks. At the time of this recording, it has stuck, but we'll see. Let's keep going here. Now, Destin, I just wanted to do a quick throwback here, Destin. I think this is a great time to pull this up. 4 games are coming to PlayStation. Those games do not include Starfield or Indiana Jones, but we have that pic of him holding up 2 trash cans. Oh, I'm sorry. It's actually 1 trash can in the Xbox Series S. Might as well be 2 different trash cans of the same nature, but I digress. Here we have the image. I think that encapsulates everything in its entirety. Thank you for this meme, so to speak, Destin. I appreciate that. But let's also keep on going from there. Now, Colt Eastwood. How well is Colt Eastwood taking this here? Odds are not very well. As you can see here, screenshots from Indiana Jones and the Great Circle coming out December 9th, 2024 on Xbox Series, consoles, and PC. Maybe nothing to see here, right? Wait a minute, he's forgetting a console brand, maybe the PlayStation 5. He doesn't feel like announcing that because that's going to magically make it not be available on the PlayStation 5 in the springtime of 2025. But Sal Flores, of course, calls him out, so good job for you there. Oof, I knew Colt didn't want to accept that it's coming to PlayStation 5, and that's exactly the moral of the story we see here. He doesn't want to see it there. He thinks that if I don't speak it into existence right now in my post, maybe it just won't happen. Maybe good old Uncle Phil will go ahead and change his mind and have a heart-to-heart with himself and the fan base, and he'll just keep that exclusive. He's going to walk those words right back. Don't know about that. Let's flip right back to post up. I wanted to give him a breather. I know he's probably running a mile here, but let's give him a breather. He's back though, and then he continues on with that white flag mentality, that white flag talk, right? And seemingly so, but I can no longer put faith or trust in the Xbox brand. You should have just been straight up from the get-go and told the community what it was. The slowly ripping off the bandage is worse and will damage the brand far worse than just being upfront. I'm looking at the whole Microsoft exec branch, and has, of course, the gift there really of the, you know, everything there, right? And it's interesting here because it's like, we've been telling you, like I said in my last video, we've been telling everybody on the Xbox ecosystem and Xbox fans and even the fanboys of stating, look, this is going to happen. They do need to rip the Band-Aid off. That's the exact words out of a lot of our mouths, was rip the Band-Aid off, let it happen. We know what's going to happen here. And now it's just like they're all in utter shock and dismay. This is Indiana Jones. This is not Halo, Gears, or Forza. When one of those games finally breaks over and comes to the PlayStation console or ecosystem, if you think it's bad now, oh boy, we're going to have the salt flowing like no other at that point, because I didn't think indie would be that bad. We all kind of knew it. But here we are, nonetheless. Let's move on to the next example here. So Astal, he's still fighting the good fight here. As you can see, he finally met the legends. Xbox Fan Fest Gamescom 2024. And then, of course, the faith of your heart defeats haters. New name here, 12345 or 1235. Tell him stop. Give exclusives to PS, which translates to please stop having Phil Spencer. Can you tell them to please stop giving Xbox exclusives over to a competing platform? But again, you don't understand. It's funny they're reaching out to anybody and everybody. Astal has a decent following, nothing like crazy in like the triple digits or double digits even, right? Of the thousands. But for someone to reach out and be like, please tell them to stop. This is too much. You know, it's like, again, buy your games, support your games. It's not that hard to conceptualize how to make your brand that you want to support successful. Everybody's been telling you, but you're like, the best deal in gaming is Game Pass. That's what we want to support. Well, it's not going to support you in the way that you want to be supported. So you therefore made your bed that you have to lie in. There's nothing else to do about it other than support the games. Money doesn't grow on trees. I learned this at a very early age from my parents. Money doesn't grow on trees, and it doesn't grow on trees from Microsoft, regardless of how, profitable they are in other branches and areas. They're not going to just sit there and bleed green for everybody in between. They're just not. Simple as that, folks. I mean, buy your games. Now, let's quickly go over the next example, probably my favorite post example of the day, if not the week, to be honest with you. But here we have good old Gaz incorporating Colt onto his septic sauce show, where we can hear Gargamel's screeching voice on top of everything else. And then we get Dunce McGee here, Colt Eastwood himself. But what's great here, folks, is the Joe sitting here. Colt will tell us how it's a good thing, so Phil keeps those free trips coming. Colt Eastwood, are you a brain dead moron? Yup. So he's upset about that because he knows he's calling him out exactly what he's going to do. He's going to downplay this. He's going to damage control this in some way, shape, or form. And I'll go over this in general in just a moment here. But as we continue to go on, as you can see, truth hurts, I guess, from Big Al Boomer. Colt Eastwood then replying, dang, you must be just as stupid. No, the stupid one is you, or anybody that's still following you, Colt, or subscribe to your channel, Colt, not because I think you make horrible content, not because I think your quality sucks, but because you flat out lie. I would rather have simple formatting, simple editing, simple everything, as long as I had someone telling me the truth, as long as I had somebody being honest and genuine, which you were not. Absolutely are not. But then we have Gaz up there trying to light it up as well, inviting you on the show, like oil and water in a way. You try to have Gaz, because sometimes Gaz will try and sit there and be truthful about it, and he will. I will give him that credit. But at the same time, you have friends in your circle like this, and then you let them raise that platform. You continue to do it and throw things in and above. It's just nonsense. But that isn't the best part. You probably read ahead, folks. But the Joe C coming back once again. You should lick a vertical slice of my end sack. I'll send you somewhere nice. I thought I heard something like this before in the past, but I have not heard it in many, many years. So this dude was saving this in the back pocket. I believe this is a big Xbox fan as well, by the way, but I do have to commend the retort here because that's great. And I'm pretty sure Colt blocked him within a millisecond of this. Now, the great stuff that we're going to probably highlight a little bit more next week, by the way, I just want to touch base on here in regards to what I was talking about and the conceptualizing of lying and not being honest with your fan base. We now have the Xbox fanboys already creating the new narrative. Again, we'll touch base with this more next week, but as of right now, just a little hint, they're stating stuff like, now Sony's going to follow suit. They're going to follow suit because reasons. And then also, not only that, they expect to see Spider-Man Remastered, Miles Morales, Spider-Man 2 hitting Xbox next year, just like they said that Helldivers was going to shadow drop on Game Pass or Xbox as well this year. Didn't happen, not happening, won't happen. It's just insanity ensues. But before I leave us off, I know you're like, are we cutting this a little short? Nah, I wanted to get through these posts real quick because I wanted to leave you all with a great treat. I think we all deserved it. You all deserved it. I think you had a great, tough week, I'm sure, at work or anything else that popped up. You know what? We have a little compilation here for you with all the heart-shattering reactions from a lot of the Xbox fanboys and fangirls of the Gamescom outing for Indiana Jones being announced for the PlayStation 5. This does feature, again, King David in the mix as well. So if you did miss it in the last video, check it out. Otherwise, it's also here. But in all its glory, folks, enjoy. This one's on me.
Hold on to your hat.
Badass. Adventure
Let's
calls.
go.
When?
Give me a date. No date?
Doesn't that look great? A world of mystery to explore. But you're probably wondering when the game comes out, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Well,
Yes. December 9th.
For the
holidays.
Where's Hargeet? Where's Hargeet?
Yes.
Game Pass, Xbox's Steam.
Yes.
Indiana Jones. and the
We
Great
said
Circle.
December.
No PlayStation.
Bro,
Xbox,
December.
Ponies,
PC.
no Indiana Jones for you.
there is
No
December.
PlayStation.
Bro,
Xbox,
December.
Ponies,
PC.
no Indiana Jones for
But
you.
there is one more thing that Machine Games and Bethesda wanted to share with you about
shit.
Indiana Jones and the Great Circle.
My heart's pounding right now. The hype's real.
Oh, shit.
The game's coming to PlayStation 5 in spring of 2025. All right, before we wrap up O&L, we do have
He was very
one
excited.
final game
Yep,
announcement
he
for you.
turned to look. He turned to look.
You get this too.
That's all good. That's all good. Thank you for funding our Game Pass, ponies.
Appreciate it.
It's a brotherhood.
But you're probably wondering when the game comes out, right? Well,
December 13th.
December 9th. I was off by 4 days.
there you have
That's
it.
why I'm 98%
Indiana Jones
right.
and the Great Circle is coming out this December for Xbox Game Pass and PC. But there is one more thing that Machine Games and Bethesda wanted to share with you about Indiana Jones and the Great Circle.
Oh, man.
They just destroyed
The
themselves.
game's coming to PlayStation 5 in spring of 2025.
Oh, man.
All right,
They
before we
just
wrap up
destroyed
O&L,
themselves.
We do have one final game announcement for you. Check this out.
That was totally unnecessary.
This thing of ours,
They just,
it's a brotherhood.
that was totally unnecessary. They shouldn't even just did that.
Treachery.
They should have just dropped it. Or let them announce it at one of these secret shows. They are so
Not
stupid.
exist among us.
December the 9th. No PlayStation.
There you have it. Indiana Jones and the Great Circle is coming out
Bitches!
this December for Xbox Game Pass and PC. But there is one more thing that Machine Games and Bethesda wanted to share with you about Indiana Jones and the Great Circle.
Let's go.
The game's coming to PlayStation 5 in spring of 2025.
It's coming.
All right, before we wrap up O&L, we do have one final game announcement for you.
It's
Check
coming.
this out.
I knew it.
Thing to not be your priority. It's another thing to not care about selling it. If you have it on the market, you should care about selling. That's just my opinion on the matter.
Yo, I'm telling you this. With this stupid, this is a bonehead announcement, right? Bonehead. With this stupid announcement, at least
Oh, the sweet salt, the disdain, the sheer disappointment of it all. I'm running out of superlatives at this point to kind of commend the type of feeling we get from all those cocky SOBs out there that have been lying and saying hold the line and been telling you this, that, and the other that is not true. Finally getting some comeuppance. And again, this is just Indiana Jones. This isn't even Halo, Gears, or Forza at this point. So when that happens, expect the floodgates to immediately drop down and we're going to have a blast. This is just Indiana Jones. Well, we see the same salt with Outer Worlds 2, Avowed, Hellblade 2, everything else that's currently over there not on PlayStation. And once it crosses that line, right? It's going to be good. It's going to be good. That being said, I want to wrap up this video after that point, leave on that very high note there, of course. And of course, as always, thank you all so much for your support on our way to that 2,500 sub goal. We just continue to climb, so thank you so much. That must mean you do like the truth. I appreciate you enjoying the content, at least I hope. Every like, comment, would love to hear from you down below. Also, both those things do help out the algorithm, so thank you so much, right? And then on top of that, if you haven't already, definitely consider subscribing. That does help out a small content creator like myself, and we continue to grow and do what we love and have fun. And of course, report on gaming news here and there as well, and enjoy some streams. So, that being said, just remember, don't be a salty batch, and we'll see y'all next time on the next Xvault gaming video. And until then, take care.